Right, with just 5 days to the highly anticipated 10th Lagos City Marathon, excitement and expectations are reaching a fever pitch among road race enthusiasts and the general public. The gold label race has solidified its place as one of the most prestigious marathons in the world, and the 2025 edition promises to be a spectacle. It is set to take place on Saturday, the 15th of February. And this year's race is attracting top personalities in the sports world, plus top dignitaries from various sectors. The event will also bring together elite athletes from around the globe, further reinforcing Lagos as a global hub for sport and culture. Over the years, the marathon has not only showcased world-class athletics, but also contributed to tourism, youth development, and economic growth in Nigeria. With the race marking its 10th anniversary, the organizers have promised an unforgettable experience featuring innovations that will raise the standards of the marathon. Participants and spectators can also expect seamless organization, international standard hospitality, and electrifying performances. All right, Jidena Odi is the brands and communications manager of Nilayo Sports, who are the organizers of the Lagos City Marathon. He's live in the studio today. Glad to have you on the show. This is the 10th edition of the Lagos City Marathon, and there is a promise of an unforgettable experience. What are those innovations that would raise the standards of this year's marathon so Nigerians can begin to understand that when promises are made, they can be fulfilled?
All right, thank you so very much for having me here. Indeed, we're very excited about the fact that we get 10 years down the line. I mean, the very first idea for the marathon was in 2015, sometime in 2015, and we're here. Well, I would just like to take Nigerians through a journey of how we got to this place so you understand how very significant this edition of the marathon is. Sometime in 2015, we mooted the idea of the marathon. In 2016, this marathon became we got the recognition of World Athletics and Aims. I mean, that was a feat in itself. In under 2 years, we had a bronze certification from World Athletics, and that was a record in itself. And in less than 4 years, we had our gold certification. I mean, we've been breaking records back to back to back. And for this edition, there's the promise of becoming a platinum certified marathon. And I can tell you for free that right now we are rubbing shoulders with marathons like the Boston Marathon, Chicago Marathon, London Marathon, just name the biggest marathons in the world. That is the kit out which we are putting right now. And we're very excited because this edition, I mean, the taste of the cake is in the eating, right? The taste of the pudding is in the eating. So we would say what people will see on the day, the attention to details that we have put in place in conjunction with our partners, and of course, no missing Lagos State government. That is our landlord and our very, very big support system. There's a lot of things in place to make this marathon a special experience. And for all of the runners who will be congregating at the end point at the Atlantic City, I can tell you for free that you're going to be having the time of your life post-race. So there's the race experience they're going to be having, and then there's the post-race experience. I can tell you for free that it's going to be an amazing, amazing time for Lagosians and Nigerians. And of course, to also reiterate that we're going to be having runners from all across Nigeria and people coming from all over the world. Every edition of the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon, we've had no less than 200 elite marathon runners coming from all across the world. That has been a constant, and it's not going to be any different this year. We're already having them coming in. I can tell you for free that this edition has a lot of attention because it's 10th anniversary. We have people coming from the national level of sports, from people in the political space, in the civil society space. This edition is there's a whole lot that's going to happen. I can tell you for free it's going to be different from what we've had prior to now.
So if I take your word for it, it will be party after party as far as the race is concerned. A lot of excitement, side attractions, even after the race. Well, it is a large-scale event, and we expect there will be road closures, and there may be, routes that will be shut as far as Saturday is concerned. What are the alternative routes that Nigerians and Lagosians can begin to think about making use of on Saturday?
Well, as it concerns alternative routes, in the coming days, I expect in a few days, the Lagos State government will be making that announcement, and it will be there on social media, it will be on radio, on TV stations, and I don't think I'll say that now. It's for the Lagos State government to make those announcements. But Lagosians are already used to the marathon. 10 years down the line, the route has always been from the National Stadium through Ikorodu Road and goes through, connects through the Third Mainland Bridge and goes through Ilubirin, goes through Ikoyi, and then navigates through VI and then goes through Additional and then just enter the Atlantic. Nothing has changed, but again, just to reiterate that the Lagos State government will be putting out that advisory on road closures. But just to state for the records that from 6 a.m. on Saturday of the running day, that same route that has been closed for the last 9 years, on this 10th year will still be closed, but Lagosians do not have to worry because we have a short time frame, 12:30 cut-off time, roads are open, everyone can go about their business. And this race is not just for the Lion Sports Management Limited, it's not just for the Lagos State government, it's not just for our partners, it's for every Lagosian. So please, we will appeal to Lagosians to please, cooperate with us. It's about you. And if you're not running, you can actually come out to cheer the runners. This race is as much yours as it is ours, the Lagos State government, our partners who are in conjunction with us. So that's the much that I can say, but the advisory will be coming out in a few days' time and it will be clear to everybody.
All right, 10 years down the line, how has the Lagos City Marathon impacted Lagos and Nigeria economically and socially? Oh,
I mean, every marathon that has happened the last 9 years and now this 10th year, I mean, there's always been a lot of employments that have been created in entertainment, in media, in hospitality. Of course, we have people coming from all over the world. They have to stay somewhere, right? And I mean, that helps the hospitality industry in Nigeria. We have small business owners who show up at the marathon marketplace. There are brands, who have the opportunity, to engage with their customers. There's just been a whole lot. And I need to also state this, that the marathon is beyond just sports. It's about creating a sense of community, right? And one of the things that the marathon has been able to achieve is that causes, people have come out to run for causes or beyond those who are running to win the prize. And also the experiences, people have met life partners, during the marathon. That's why we have the 10 km fund race. So for those who are not elite runners, people have found, network connections that have given them jobs, I've introduced them to new set of friends. So there's just a whole lot from a community perspective, from an economic perspective. There's just a whole lot that has happened. I mean, if you ask Lagosians who have been part and parcel of this race over the last 10 years, I'm sure you'll be regaled with stories after stories after stories of the impact this marathon has had beyond just sports. And we're looking forward to what this year is going to be because, again, we say it's about community. So even if you're not running, please do come out, share the people who are running, and who knows who you're going to meet along the race route. Who knows what experience you're going to have that can change your life. A lot of lives have been changed. We've heard stories of people who've met their life partners, during the marathon. I mean, those stories abound. I'm telling you for free. And just to round up, I remember in the 2018 edition, there's one, I won't mention his name now. He's now a very popular influencer, one of the top comedians that you have, who is making big endorsement money these days. On those days, he was just, going for the camera, being funny, but I mean, today he's a big guy. So the impact is,
So it's a day after Valentine's. So if you're single, you can be a part of the race. And like he said, maybe you can be blessed with a partner. All right, let me say thank you for coming on the show. We'll have you again on this program, perhaps a day or two to the race, to just take a look at the Lagos City Marathon as we continue our countdown to this very, very important event. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, as we hit home stretch, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles